Hello, thank you for joining me on my latest YouTube video. Beetle Dave, your friendly neighbourhood record collector, calling to you from Derby in the UK. Thank you for taking the time out to enjoy and watch this video with me. If you're new, hello. If you're an old subscriber, hello. The postman's been quite busy this week. He's actually brought me, well, he hasn't, he only came once, but he's actually brought me 3 LPs. Now, hopefully, you will have seen the one on the Move debut LP and on the Beatles 6 LP or V1. The third album that I got off this seller is a Kinks album, and I've been after this album for a number of years. So it is, you know, I am glad that I've got the original version of it already. I say I've got the original version of it. I sort of did have an original version for it, because I had this one, because it's the Kinks debut album. So I did have this one, but this was a golden guinea version from 1966, I think it was, which isn't technically on the Pie label. And then there's this one from the 70s, which is just called the Kinks, which is basically the same album. So the track, so I did sort of like have it, although it is like, I mean, that's as close to the original as you can get without getting the original, I suppose. And then that was like the issue from the 70s on Hallmark. So it's not like I didn't have the songs. But like I say, when I made it offer on that Move debut LP, I did a really, really cheeky offer, didn't I? But to make it worth as well, I says, well, I'll have the Beatles 6 LP, or Beatles 6, and then I will have this one as well, which is a genuine first pressing of the Kinks debut LP, Pie Popular NPL 18096, and it's a mono record, or whatever that says there, mono oral or something there. It has got a name just there, John Ansley, I think it says. So the track's exactly the same as on there. It's got a fully laminated front sleeve, and then you've got your flip backs on the back, which I hope you can see. And the spine and everything is in really, it's to be honest, this is an absolutely amazing condition. It was produced by Shell Talmney, and it was just distributed by Pie Records Sales Limited, A2E House, Great Cumberland Place, London W1. And the songs, although you can tell it's the Kinks, it's not, how can I put it without sounding stupid? You can tell it's the Kinks, but it doesn't really show you how they went on to become the Kinks that we all love. This is a very much a sort of like early R&B sounding Kinks. Side one is Beautiful Delilah, So Mystifying, Just Can't Go to Sleep, Long Tall Shorty, I Took My Baby Home, I'm a Lover Not a Fighter, and then You Really Got Me. Well, we all know You Really Got Me, don't you? Which somehow that seems out of place on this album. That's just my observation. It's a lovely album, don't get me wrong. I'm not criticising it. I love this album. Side 2, Cadillac, Bold Headed Woman, Revenge, Too Much Monkey Business, I've Been Driving on Bold Tyres, Stop Your Sobbing, lovely song, and it finishes off with Got Love If You Want It. So that is the track listing there. Fantastic photo of the Kinks, and this is the original Kinks, the original lineup. I think it's a bit like, if you're into the Rolling Stones and you hear the first 2 Rolling Stones albums, you get hints, if you listen to the songs, of what the Rolling Stones went on to become, which I think is very similar with this LP. A lot of covers on it, not many original Ray Davies songs. It has got the original in the sleeve as well. Pie advertising sleeve from the time. The Searchers. Joe Brown, Dionne Warwick, Frank Sinatra. And then just tell you there that all the companies that were actually in the Pie group. So you've got Pie Jazz, you've got Piccadilly, Pie International, Complex, Reprise, plus Pie itself. Again, this album was in such nice condition when I got it. I haven't even cleaned it. Cardinal sin, isn't it? Not to clean a record, but in all honesty, it doesn't need cleaning. Side one. Lovely shining record, and it is really, it's basically looking like it's a brand new record. Side two. Like I say, really nice sounding record. I haven't had to clean it or anything, and this cost me, off the top of my head, it was either £20 or £25 for an original UK first pressing of the Kinks debut album, which is actually quite good. Don't want to sound big-headed, but I did really well on that, on these three LPs. But the chap was happy, so he's obviously made money, and I'm happy because I've got these in my collection. Like I say, although technically I did have this with this one, which was a very early reissue of this, but now I've got the original. So I hope you're watching this PC31, the Vinyl Policeman, because I have actually managed to get this now. Not quite a holy grail for me, but it's up there with something that I've always wanted since I've, for years and years, and the nearest I got to it was this. Which, don't get me wrong, there's the same mixes and everything from what I can make out, so it's just it is nice to have the original and to be able to, hold the original. So yeah, I'm very happy. In fact, I'm ecstatic. Really, I'm ecstatic. This is one of them albums that I thought I would probably never ever get to have an original copy of. Coming up in the week, there will be another video, which is sort of like a follow-up to these three that I bought, because it's got something to do with one of the records that I have bought, but it's off a different seller. So stay tuned. I'm not telling you no more. It's going to be a surprise. So yeah, so out of that, thank you to that seller, because he has made my day. He really has made my day, to be honest. It's not much difference really, is it? In look. But the backs are completely different. The backs are completely different. That is the original version. And then that is the reissue version from 1966. So yeah, there is some differences then, isn't there? But the track listing is actually in the same order. Yeah, so the track list and everything is in the same order. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that. It's nice to be able to, like, when you've been collecting records as long as I have, over 40 years now, it's frightening, isn't it, really, when you think about it. It's like I've got virtually the whole discography now of the Kinks 1960s albums, but a few of them, although they're from the 60s, aren't originals, so it's nice to be getting the originals now as well. The one that I really want to get, although I don't think I ever will, is an original pressing of the Kinks or the Village Green Preservation Society. I don't think I'll ever get that, because it goes for really a lot of money, and I do mean a lot of money. You're probably talking between £300 and £500. Excuse me, but having said that, what have I got this week? I got the Muse debut album, £35, which usually goes for between 150 and £250. That Kinks debut album, £25 I think I paid for it in the end. Goes anywhere between £25 and £175, and that is in excellent condition. That really is in excellent condition. The Beatles 6, I don't know what that's worth, because you know it's a early reissue from the 70s, but again it's in mint condition. So it just, you know, it just goes to show you, if you're prepared to look on the internet, if you don't mind buying records off the internet, there's still bargains to be had out there. And there are bargains to me, because none of these will ever be sold. I was going through an idea of selling things, but I don't think I'm going to do it now, to be honest, because I'll be honest with you, I started sorting a few records out the other week, and I was looking through them and I thought, yeah, and then I thought, oh, I might want to play that one, and I might want to play that one, and I might want to play that one. There is some down here, right at the bottom, which I know they might go, but I might just gift them to a charity shop or something, because they're not really anything special. It's stuff like Burt Weeding and Shawaddy Waddy and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with Shawaddy Waddy. I do quite like Shawaddy Waddy, I must admit. I do still like Shawaddy Waddy, and maybe I'll probably take that LP out there and keep it. But there's nothing there, that's what I'm saying. The idea was to like sort so many records out, sell them, and then the money that I got from that was to like fund the rest of my collection, you know, the things that I want. It still might happen, but I don't think it will, to be honest with you. I do not think it will. Anyway, Beatle Dave, going off the subject again as usual. Now when I make these videos, I should be more serious, shouldn't I? More professional. But then again, should I? Nah. You wouldn't like me if I was open and proper all the time, would you? Anyway, thank you to everybody that is subscribing and taking the time out to leave me comments and liking my videos. If you've watched this and you like it, you know, just do me a favour and leave me a thumbs up, because it does help with the aneurysms, or whatever you call them, algorithms, or for YouTube, and it does help then to promote the channel. If you subscribe, thank you very much. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, just please think about subscribing, because it is free, and anything that's free nowadays has got to be worth looking at, hasn't it? And that's going to be it. So whatever you're doing, please stay safe. If you're living in the UK, it's been an absolutely crap day all day. It's been raining on and off in Derby, which it has done basically all week. See, you even get a weather forecast, don't you, Beatle Dave? And that's going to be it. Like I say, there will be a video possibly later in the week, which I'm quite looking forward to doing. It's not about the Beatles though, I will tell you that. It's not about the Beatles, but it is a follow-up to something that we have done in the past couple of videos. It's something that I never thought I'd find at a price that I've got for. So I'm going to say on that one. I've probably given it away now, haven't I? Anyway, until the next time, peace, love and happiness to you all. And once again, thank you all for taking your time out to watch this video and supporting me in my channel. And Beatle Dave loves you all. Ta-ra for now, my ducks.